Alright, this is Andrew Jolly with Joda Home Inspections. We're doing a sewer scope today here at 4580 South, 150 West. We've got the camera pushed out to what looks like the city connection. This is the main line that you're seeing with some water running from neighboring properties. We're 57 feet out. It's a pretty short sewer line, which is nice because if you ever have to get work done, or if you choose to upgrade the sewer line, it's not going to be as long as many others. Typically a sewer line is about 100 feet out, so this one's really pretty short in comparison. We're going to pull it back now and see what we find. So this first connection, this is called the nose-on. Looks like you have a good slope going into the main line, which is good. That's one of the most important parts. One thing I'm looking at is to see if there's any standing water that would indicate improper grade. So far it's looking pretty good. Looks like maybe part of the line, this end part of the line was possibly replaced with PVC. This looks like a plastic pipe, which is good. You don't have a lot of issues with that like you do some of the older pipe, like what you're seeing on the screen. So this is cast iron. That's what it looks like. One of the issues with cast iron is that you'll get rust that builds up, and that rust will start to flake off, and it can cause blockages. You want to be careful not to flush anything down the line that you don't need to, like wet wipes or feminine products. Honestly, it's kind of a dirty line, so I'm not 100% that that's cast iron. You definitely have cast iron underneath the house. There's a good chance that this is clay. As I look at it closer, you kind of have that red hue color on the side of the pipe. That's very common with clay. I'm seeing some roots coming through the joints. There's a pretty good one right there on the left side of the screen. Roots are something they can allow solids to catch, or things like toilet paper, and then that can lead to a backup. Once you have a root, they don't go away. You can have them cleaned, but it's something that you'll need to maintain in the future. So this, what you're seeing, this is certainly cast iron. And this is what I was describing, kind of that rust on the side that starts to flake off. Eventually cast iron will need to be replaced. You know, it looks like this sewer line is functioning today, but there's no way to really know when it's going to be time to replace it. That wall will get more and more thinned out, but there's no way to know, just looking at the inside of it, how thin it is. I accessed this today through a clean out in the basement. It's fairly accessible, which is nice. I will say, for cast iron, this looks pretty smooth. I don't see that it's flaking too bad, which is nice. That's a good sign. So just to recap, most of the pipe looks like it's original. It's cast iron. You can have issues with cast iron, and it will eventually need to be replaced. You had some roots in the line today. That's something that I would recommend having cleaned out to prevent a leak, or excuse me, to prevent a blockage. I'm going to end this recording now.